Hey guys, it's Sarah. So obviously, as you can tell by the title today, I am doing an update vlog, and yes, it is way overdue. I'm doing this a week later than I should have done it. I try. I feel like I haven't done an update vlog in such a long time, mainly because there hasn't been a ton of news going on, but at the same time, there's still important stuff. So without further ado, here is the latest news that's been happening in the past couple days.
I just can't get enough of you. The bells down my eyes are closed. No control.
Alright guys, FYI, this news might be all over the place because I'm trailing back like a few weeks ago. This is just stuff I saved in my phone. Okay, so the first photo I saved in my phone was from May 18th. And I think I saved this photo because Harry was wearing black nail polish. And I'm like, oh my god, I gotta talk about this. Harry is wearing nail polish on a casual day again. And I don't really feel like a stan because I don't know who that guy is. Like, is that Harry's bodyguard? Is that like his tour manager or something? So props to Harry for wearing nail polish. Like, I love it. The second thing I saved in my phone, this was also from May 18th, and this was Louis' recent post on his social media, and he posted, "Fuck jet lag." I mean, same, right? I saved this for a few reasons, because 1, it's Louis, 2, well, it's an update, and 3, it's so relatable. Not that I travel a lot, but I could only imagine going through all those airports and being on those long-ass plane rides that are probably first class, by the way, so... And then having to show up in a country that's in a completely different time zone where you're tired as fuck. So yeah, fuck jet lag. And I just love the picture because it's so dramatic. It's just Louis' silhouette. Like, Louis is completely showing his current mood. The next thing I saved from May 18th was a very important piece of news about Harry Styles and him possibly having like his own sitcom or something. Like, this is news, okay? So this says the singer turned actor has now been named the executive producer of a new sitcom titled Happy Together, which is based on his own life. Is there anything Harry Styles can't do? Okay, first off, we have to address this question. Is there anything Harry Styles can't do? No. There isn't anything Harry can't do. He can do everything. And I'm not saying that to be biased. I'm not saying that because I'm a Harry stan or I'm obsessed with Harry or that he's my idol. Sorry, I forgot we were filming. But no, like, Harry just has so much talent. Sorry, I got really thirsty. So I don't know if this is true. I saw a few posts about it. People were messaging me on Twitter about it. Like, oh my god, Harry's going to be like the executive producer of a sitcom. And I'm like, what? I did believe it because, as we said, Harry can do anything. He has the connections. He has the talent. He's already acted in a film. So I'm like, maybe that opened another avenue to him being in the entertainment industry. So I believed it. And to be honest, a show called Happy Together, that really does sound like something Harry would, you know, be involved with. Because it has to do with happiness, kindness, togetherness. And this tweet from a girl named Sasha says, whether you're a fan of them or not, it's pretty cool that Harry is already inspiring popular books, films, and TV shows based on his image and or character. So again, as I said, I kept seeing these tweets about it. I think there might have been even a hashtag about it. So this made me think that this is actually happening. But at the end of the day, there's really no concrete proof of this. I didn't really see top headlines talking about it. I didn't see Harry say anything himself about it. There's no proof of it. But you know what? This could be like a Dunkirk thing where we don't find out until the year of. Because we all thought that Harry being in a movie was fake. I remember making a video about that. I was like, guys, it's probably a rumor. Like, really? Harry in a film? Come on, he's a singer. But you know what? Harry has impressed me and surprised me all these years. So this could be a thing. So leave your thoughts about that down below. Now, the next thing I screenshotted from May 21st, so we traveled up a bit. And now this is no longer about Harry or Louis, this is about Liam. So yes, I know this is old news by now, but Liam came out with a new song called Familiar. And when I say familiar, it sounds boring, but the way he says it in the song, trust me, it's way more interesting.
Familiar.
I'm sorry if I just offended a whole entire population. But no, the song is a bop. Like, I know I always talk about Harry and Louis on this channel, but I love all the boys. I don't know if I make that evident on my channel or not, but I really do love Liam's music, Niall's music, all of them, okay? So yes, it is added to my Spotify playlist. And even though I do not know Spanish, again, I'm still bopping. I love when they have different languages in a song because that makes me want to learn another language and it helps me learn another language. And if you guys haven't bought the song yet, or streamed the song, or downloaded it,
what the fuck are you doing? How can you call yourself a stan?
Alright, now next on the news, this is what I really wanted to talk about. This was from May 25th. We got this grainy ass pic, and the caption says, Harry with Mitch and Adam outside the DirecTV arena yesterday. So basically, the caption makes us think that Harry is only with Mitch and Adam.
Adam.
Now, it's hard to see because, as I said, this is like a Wellington 10.0. Is that what we're at now? Get a new camera. It's 2018. But anyway, if you really zoom into this picture, it's even more grainy because you're zooming. But a lot of people are thinking that one of these guys is Louis. I think they think this guy is Louis right here. And to be honest, yes, it actually does kind of look like Louis. But in reality, because we're zooming in and it's so grainy, that probably is not Louis. I know this sounds silly to say, but I feel like because of the whole Larry situation, I don't know if Louis would just casually be hanging out there near Harry in a whole open public place. I feel like he'd be more discreet about it. But then again, me saying that makes it sound like they have something to hide. Like, why wouldn't two friends be able to hang out in the public? Why would they need to hide and be discreet when hanging out with each other? That's what people still ask today. I know I'm going off topic here. I'm going into like a Larry kind of topic, but listen, why can like Liam and Niall hang out publicly and Harry can hang out publicly with people and Louis can, and he can even tweet about like, hey guys, like I hung out with Liam today, or they can tweet at each other. But when it's come to like Louis and Harry, they don't even like hang out together in public, and we know that they are still friends, so it's not like they had a falling out. It's very different between the two of them. It's very odd, and I know a lot of people say,
Well, that's because Larry's ruined their relationship. That's why they don't like do anything publicly, because y'all gonna analyze it.
like, I kind of understand that to an extent. Like, I can see how a whole group of people saying something can make two people feel a little weird and maybe change the way they act around each other, but at the same time, it's been like 5 years. Like, you would think they just kind of hang out. I don't know. So basically, back to this. Just tell me down below if you think that's Louis, because I just can't tell. The next thing I screenshotted was from last Tuesday. During the summer, I never know what day it is. All the days just blend together. But anyway, this post says, the new ring Harry was wearing looks like a typical Italian engagement ring. It is called Veretta. Its shape, a perfect circle with 5 or more diamonds, represents eternity and infinite love. Guess who proposed for the 28th time? Oh, did Harry Styles just? This motherfucker coming up on stage in public wearing a ring, flaunting it, his gas. Now listen, there's been a lot of opinions on this, a lot of posts on this. A lot of people are saying it's not really an engagement ring, it could be a promise ring. Still though, I don't care if it's not an engagement ring. If it's a promise ring, that's still some cute shit. That's still like a thing that couples do, and I mean, I know that is not proof that it was from Louis or anything. If we're gonna think logically for a second, just tell me down in the comments. Harry's rich, so do you think he bought himself this ring? Or do you think someone gave it to him? Because I think I talked about this in a video before. I was like, okay, do you think Harry is buying himself gaudy rings because he's like a multi-billionaire? Or do you think this is more romantic and personal and it's special to him? I'm not sure of the answer. It could be one of the two. Both seem pretty realistic or probable. I feel like Harry is a very humble person. I don't think he's really the type to just buy a ton of rings for himself. I know he has a ton of rings, and I know what his casual ones look like, but I feel like a ring like this, especially this ring people are analyzing a lot, I feel like this could actually be like a special ring, something that someone gave him. And by the looks of the picture, it looks like Harry is wearing the ring on his pinky, so I feel like if it was maybe a promise ring, it would have been on his 4th finger, but maybe he didn't want to be obvious about it, so he's wearing it on a different finger. I don't know. Again, I feel like I'm overanalyzing the whole situation, so tell me down below, do you think it's just like another ring that Harry might have bought for himself, or do you think there's a little bit more of like a romantic vibe? Okay, so the next thing I screenshotted was these pictures from Harry at his concert. And yes, I know, Harry's had a lot of concerts that I haven't talked about, and I haven't screenshotted the pictures of him from those concerts, but I screenshotted these because these were like ultra HD, and just his outfit and his pose was on point, so I had to capture it. I had to capture the essence of that moment. It needs to be in textbooks. And the reason why I'm talking about Harry's recent concerts is because there was speculation that Louis could have been at Harry's concert. Now, don't ask me which one, I don't know, because I feel like every concert people are speculating if Louis there, like they see people, they're like, oh my god, that's Louis, but we don't know. As you guys can see by this blurry Wellington picture, there's this arrow pointing to a person up in like the balcony or something, and they're like, oh my god, I think that's Louis. First of all, how can you even tell? The only thing clear in this picture is the arrow that you drew in post-production. Like, unless you had like a very high quality DSLR, you zoomed in on that shit, and you fixed the focus and all that technical shit, then maybe it'd be more obvious. But basically the caption says 3 bodyguards, 1 tiny human. Now listen, I'm not coming after 28 stylish Larry. I love this account. I love the person running the account, so no shade at them. I'm just talking about like the picture and how it's low quality. And this next one involving Louis possibly being at Harry's concert, this says, wherever I go, and then Harry points to the VIP boxes, and then Harry says, you bring me home. Now, okay, because we don't have another angle of this video, we don't really know where he's pointing. It could be something metaphoric or symbolic, like you bring me home, he points up. Maybe he's connecting that to a more spiritual thing, like you bring me home, maybe someone who passed away. Again, if you were in that venue, maybe you saw him actually pointing up to the VIP boxes, but maybe Harry just pointed to something random. Maybe it was just coincidence that he pointed to that specific place in the venue. Again, I'm not trying to sound like I'm making up excuses for it not being Louis up there. I'm just trying to be really practical with it or not be biased. So tell me what you guys think about that below. Do you think Louis was in the VIP boxes? Do you think Harry was pointing at him? Or do you think this had nothing to do with it and it was unrelated? And then this came out. It says, Miss You was playing at Harry's show tonight. Pick someone who's supportive. Now, my question is, does Harry have say in what songs play at his concert before he comes on stage? Does Harry have control over what that music is? Or is it his team of people or the production staff that just plays whatever mix they want to? Because if Miss You was on that list of tracks to play pre-concert, I want to know if Harry had say in that or if it was just random. Because, like, what are the chances that, like, Miss You by Louis Tomlinson came on and not, like, Niall's song or Liam's song? This might not mean anything, but I just love how Louis' song is playing at a Harry Styles concert. So, yeah, that's why they said pick someone who's supportive. Okay, now the last thing I want to talk about, and this is the most recent thing that has happened with Harry and fans. Ever since One Direction have been a thing, they have always had massive popularity and crazy fans stalking them, literally following them, and just in general, not respecting them. Like, they don't give them their space. And again, I would just like to address, FYI, this is not all fans. I don't want to make this seem like, oh, the One Direction fandom is crazy. No, I mean, I'm part of the One Direction fandom, like, and I'm not like that. This is just a select little group of the fandom. It's kind of like any group, like on Tumblr, you got your SJWs over here, you got your furries, you got your other kin, you got your anime fanatics, and you got your fandom people who just blog about stuff, then you got your feminazis over here, then you got like a few like normal people just scrolling and not really posting. But what I'm just trying to say is that like every fan base or community has different kinds of people, so we can't like generalize a platform or a fan base. That being said, what happened these past few days is a bunch of fans basically were just disrespecting Harry. They weren't giving him his space. They were like running after him, following him, and there's visual evidence, like pictures. Harry did not look comfortable. They said his face looked red, looked like he might have been having a panic attack. He had like a mask over his face too. He was all covered up. He looked scared and uncomfortable. And yeah, that makes sense. Why wouldn't he be? Like, People might say, oh, Harry should be used to it by now, like he's so famous, what did he expect? But to be honest, how can you even say that? Like, yes, Harry is famous and he loves his fans, but how can you be like, oh, he should be used to that? No one should ever have to be used to someone being disrespectful, not giving them space. If you call yourself a fan, you would not be like these people. Like, I wouldn't. And Harry always preaches, like, treat people with kindness. He's like the sweetest human being, and that's how you treat him. I've talked about this on my channel before, and people still do it. People aren't understanding how to treat Harry like a human being. Yes, he's famous, but he didn't ask for you to do that. He didn't ask for you to be like a disrespectful fan. Treat him like a human being, because even though he's famous, he's still a person. So this person says, we cannot confirm this 100%, but one source has said that Harry was visibly having a panic attack inside the car, and all he could say was, I want to talk to my mom. I'm seriously sobbing. I can't believe fans could have done that. He deserves more. Okay, as the person says, no physical evidence. We don't have a video of Harry saying that, but just even thinking that he could be saying that, or he could be feeling this kind of way, that makes me feel sick. Like, honestly, like, I feel very protective over my sons, aka One Direction, Harry Styles especially. So when I hear this, I go into mom mode. People might just be analyzing or thinking he might have been having a panic attack. But again, I'm not saying this is what happened. And do you know what I also don't get, guys? Harry is so nice to everybody. It's to the point where I think he's almost too nice. I know it's weird for me to say someone's too nice, but literally, there's been videos of the paparazzi, like, literally annoying Harry Styles, and he literally, like, gives them food or treats them nicely. And he, like, calmly talks to them, which, to be honest, I praise him for that. He's not stooping down to their level. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know how he deals with all that. It's like, he's so nice, but people still treat him like shit. This does not add up. It's too hot in here to get mad, so I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna leave the rest to you guys to write down in the comments. Tell me all your thoughts about everything I talked about in this video. Again, I'm sure there's more news that I missed, but this was the chunk of it that I got, and this video is probably hella long, so we're gonna stop here. But anyway, I make a video whenever I want, so like and subscribe. All my social media is down in the description, and I will see you guys later. Bye.